Hello, welcome in this video where I want to speak about what is spiritual awakening. So just take a seat, comfortable seat, or lie down and just chill, and we are going to dive a little bit deep into this topic. Maybe you can even light a candle. I love having a candle nearby. It makes me feel really relaxed and comfortable, or a cup of tea, something what will make you feel nice and cozy. So if you feel really confused, you don't know what's happening with you, and probably maybe you will also use really down. You feel very down and very low energy, and you are feeling maybe even stressed. And you maybe hit a rock bottom. Then I believe this video is for you because I've been there and I feel you. And I love speaking about this topic because I went through a few spiritual awakenings, and I must admit they weren't, most of them, they weren't really pleasant. They were happening when something really bad was happening in my life. It And from my own personal story, from my own experience, it was when my father passed away. It's usually apparently happens. Apparently, I actually read that on a Google. What actually I was like, oh, I'm wondering what do they write? What do they what have they written on the Google what actually spiritual awakening is? And it's usually some big change in your life, a breakup or a job change or loss, or moving somewhere, or death of the parent or a friend, something traumatic, accident. All these like big changes which are happening in your life are connected to a spiritual awakening. But first of all, I want to speak about that you usually are born into the society or to a parents, a certain group of people or a class, whatever that is, and you are born really pure. You're really pure energy. You are a very happy person, and then because you want to fit in, you take on a certain beliefs and behaviors and patterns and whatever from your family, from your teachers, from your school, from your friends to fit in, and you start losing that authenticity in you and that raw expression of you. And unfortunately, you're like that hamster in the wheel, like, trying to chase something and you don't even know what you are chasing. And then in your life, something dramatic, as I described previously, something dramatic happens in your life, and that will make you stop and think and feel. And I know this because I experienced it when my father passed away. That was my, for now I can see, that was my first spiritual awakening. And unfortunately, I wasn't really listening to that. I was shutting down on my emotions, and I wasn't really listening. And that led to suppressing the emotions and the feelings even more for years, and that grief I was holding in myself, was holding it for so long. But then I started traveling and I moved to New Zealand, and it actually started a little bit before I moved to New Zealand. When I was living in England, I just couldn't sleep. I was feeling really stressed that I'm gonna die. If I was waking up in the middle of the night, feeling really worried. And that time I didn't know that it's already like something's going on, something's calling me. But I just felt really like, what's going on with me? What's wrong with me? Usually you're asking yourself, what's wrong with you? Well, it's nothing wrong with you. It's just that your soul is trying to speak to you. Your soul is trying to speak to you and communicate um your I would say your communicate with you, these like give you these questions of what do you want, what is your purpose of your life. And I was actually asking myself, what is the purpose of my life? And when I moved to New Zealand, I finally had a chance to stop even more, even though it was it wasn't willingly, I didn't willingly stop it. I was forced by my back pain. And that was my other spiritual awakening, where I hit the rock bottom of feeling so bad in my body that I just felt that I have to change something, that something is not working. And since then I've been on this amazing wave, up and down, like the wave, you know, you're never only down, you always go up and then you go down again. And that's the growth you are going through in your life. And it's not just that every situation you are going through is just a bad situation. You always know that when you are in the bad situation, it will help you to grow. So spiritual awakening is usually happening when something bad is happening in your life. And that's the time where you have a chance to look at your life and look at yourself, what's happening in your life. Because in my case, I was blaming my family, I was blaming my parents, I was blaming my life that was happening to me, and I wasn't really willing to take the responsibility for my own decisions and for my own life. I was in a victim mode. I was feeling that things are happening to me, not that the things are happening for me. And as soon as I was able to shift that and see that with the help of the coach and the community I was, like, you know, surrounded with, and also I was like doing lots of different practices which were helping me with that, I was able to actually see that. I was able to see that I am in a victim mood, and that I don't want to do that, that I want to move forward, and I actually want to be creator. I want to be hero of my life. I want to be responsible for my own decisions and for my own life. And what I wanted to say with that is that when you are in the spiritual awakening, you are not usually able to recognize what's happening with you. You are feeling so bad. From my own experience, I know that, because I was feeling really bad. And I started looking for a different, like, this is the tip I can actually give you. If you are feeling so bad and desperate and you hit the rock bottom, I started looking for the books which were about the mindfulness, about how to help yourself, you know. I started exploring things in my life which could help me to move forward. And everything I did for myself actually opened another portal, another gate, which opened another door, and I was able to grow from that experience. So I'm really, really curious, are you actually now in the situation which is requiring your presence and your attention, your self-care, to focus on your needs, of what you need? Because I wasn't really listening my heart during these, like, few spiritual awakenings, because I was suppressing my feelings and my emotions. And I wasn't really asking myself that a question: what is it that I want? What is it that I need? What helps me in my life? And as soon as I started listening my heart, not my mind but my heart, things started shifted in my life. So I'm really curious. Let me know down below in the comment section. Are you actually in the spiritual awakening? Or maybe you already are and you are aware of that, and you are just, like, you know, working with that. What is that about? Have you ever experienced that? And how was your response about the situation? When what do you do when you hit the rock bottom and you feel really bad in your life, something traumatic is happening in your life? What did you do? I'm really, really curious. Let me know. And if you like this video, just give it a like. If you like it very much, give it a subscribe. Also, stay tuned for my program I'm gonna open spots in end of September. It's called Body is Your Compass, and I'm actually sharing all my like soul experiences, life experiences in this program. It's really transformational. So if you want to know about it more, you will find an email down below under this video. And I am wishing you a beautiful day. Thank you.